All right, Gemini, here we go. This is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. It's for March 2023. Soulmate energy is a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here, or you found Steve's Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. That said, this reading is also timeless, technically. Even though it's dated, doesn't matter. No time in the energy. And you're all moving at different speeds on your timeline, but here in March, the energy that comes in, a lot of truth coming from the ether. We talked about that. I've written a blog article about March. Please read it. You don't read it. Again, I can't turn these into 9-hour videos and talk about every little detail. But I can tell you your pre-shuffle is Judgment crossed by the Four of Cups. Somebody here who, we could say rejected your cup, sure. Who wants a second chance? That's an easy way to read it, but there's more going on here than that. There's a Star. There's a Queen of Cups. There's a Moon. And there's an Empress. The Empress is bookending Judgment. Someone here, and this energy always to me, when I pull on Gemini, you feels stuck in something or convinces themselves they're stuck or they're controlled by the energies around them in some way where they can talk your person into anything. Whatever the case is here, somebody here is actually, during the month of March, using the energy that's going on, especially Saturn energy, to manifest their own Empress energy up. In other words, they're raising their own Empress vibration, if you will, their own feminine energy inside of them, their own feelings, their own empathy levels and things along those lines. And it might cause a change here, because I've got a Phoenix rising from the ashes energy with somebody whose feminine side, the Empress, is awake and alive and kicking. And feelings are alive and kicking. I don't think you don't talk the Empress out of things, okay? They feel what they feel, and off they go. So we'll see what happens here. This looks interesting, but your person, I tell you all the time, this energy that I'm pulling on in the Gemini angle is prone to leaving something, getting down to the first stop sign, and chickening out and turning around. Now, I don't see that in the pre-shuffle, but they are actually manifesting. Okay, so this is very interesting. Let's see where we go here. Give me Gemini, the soulmate cycle from the angle of Gemini from March 2023 universe. This first card's out. The first cards really, but the first card out is before the cut. It's why the fuck are we here? So why the fuck are we here? Page of Cups. It's a love energy that's awakening inside this person. Okay, I gotta see what comes after that. I'm actually kind of anxious to see it. Whoops. Okay, so 2 cards. This means something. I'm told to leave that there. All right, that's what the universe said to do, because that's what happened. Right? Didn't tell me, but that's, 2 of Pentacles. For some reason, these 2 energies need to stay together. Normally, I would pick this up. It'd be gone, and I'd just show you what comes after the cut. That needs to stay. So that means that the Page of Cups, some little love inside them is awakening, and then after the cut, I get the 2 of Pentacles, and the Page of Cups is crossing that. Okay, so it's the environmental energy around that 2 of Pentacles. Sorry, I'll get it on camera. That is, again, your person, like I say, it's how do I phrase this? It's as though they're trying to transform into the Hulk, right? I'm just going to give you a good comic book analogy. They're trying to transform into the Hulk, but they get stuck halfway and then go back to human again, right? They get almost there, just about to turn green, and then the energy dies out and they go backward, okay? And then they go back to being the person again, the pre-Hulk person. It's a bit like that with the emotions that are coming up in this person. And I'm not sure if that's outside influence or if it's just their own fears. I have no idea. Let's find out. Let's do a reading. I told you, this is going to be an interesting one. Even if it doesn't resonate with you, it'll still be interesting. It's a good case study in psychology, if nothing else. All right, here we go. We got a Hulk that won't go all the way. Okay. Because that Empress is them, from the pre-shuffle, is them hulked up, saying, I'm done. I'm out. And they're manifesting this. It's like they're sitting around daydreaming about what their life would be like if they were emotionally stronger. Okay. And in this energy, in the month of March, daydreams is as powerful as, sit down actual formal manifesting. I mean, those daydreams, you're showing the universe all month long what it is you want. And this person's showing them they want to be an emotional Hulk. But they get halfway there and they shut it down. Give me the soulmate cycle from the angle of Gemini from March 2023. All right, give me a reading. Here we go. Seven of Pentacles. That's a lot of contemplation. What's fueling this? 8 Wands. Again, it's an urge to go. Here it is. These seeds of the human form. It transforms into the Hulk, and it just gets to here. It just gets to here. The environmental energy around them is urging them to go forward. It's pushing forward, pushing for communication, to say these things. They never really get past the seedling stage here. Okay, all right, let's see where we go. This is, all right, it's fine. They know what they want to do. There's a lot of contemplation around this. Right here's the energy around your connection. This is how they're behaving in the 3D. Again, roles can always be reversed here. I could be talking about you. I hope the fuck not, but I could be. Right here's the soul energy. Right here's the hidden energy, message from the universe, red with the energy of your connection. And right here's the potential final outcome. I say potential because I cannot predict free will. Nobody can. I will clarify everything and throw some universe cards over the top at the end. I just want to get rolling with this here. Let's go. What's the energy around the connection? King of Pentacles. That's why the Hulk transformation stops. They get halfway there and they go, I don't need to be the Hulk. I'm fine. Everything's fine where it is. I can't tell if it's an outside influence or whatever. But the energy around your connection right now is King of Pentacles. It's just sitting there. It literally is reflecting off the card as all I see is the dude with his dog just sitting there. Has nothing, I'm not a card reader. I read energy. The cards are just mediums. That's it. Your connection is just sitting there. Okay. It's there. Yep. It's there. All right. Okay. We'll see what happens when we clarify. I mean, hey, what do you want me to say? That's it. It's just sitting there. It's good. It's not dead. It's fine. Your connection with this person is fine. The connection. The connection is this ball of energy in the middle. You each plug into it. So the ball of energy in the middle, the engine of the car, is great. Okay? We just need 2 passengers to get in. You're sitting there in the passenger seat waiting. This other person over here goes round and round with it. But they're getting closer than they ever have here in March. So that's awesome. How they're behaving in the 3D. Maybe this will tell us something. Exactly what I just said. 6 of Wands. Well, just look at her. I'm fine. She don't need to become the Hulk. She Hulk or otherwise. She fine. In fact, she doesn't want to become the Hulk because if she gets too big, that skirt rides up a little bit. You know, it's going to be an embarrassed Hulk, basically. An embarrassed She-Hulk. That's it. This person's fine. And I don't joke about anything that's not in the energy. An embarrassed She-Hulk. She transforms into the Hulk. All of a sudden, that dress is only as far down as it's sitting on top of the ass instead of covering it. Right? All the bits are out. All the green bits. All hanging out. This person here is afraid to leave what they have on their side. They're afraid. All kinds of crazy stories they tell themselves. That's why she gets halfway to transforming into the Hulk and says, no, I'm done. And then it goes back down. Right? As soon as that skirt starts to ride up. Ooh, oh my goodness. There's something going on with this person where either an external energy or something inside them, core programming or whatever, has them convinced that they're perfectly fine where they're at. And yet all their feelings are with you. Which is why your connection's still running good. This person probably dreams about you a lot. Alright? A lot. A lot. And that's going to kick up in March. What's the soul? It bookends this King of Pentacles over here. What's the soul? See? Everything I just told you just got validated. Look. Knight of Cups. It's all, your connection's fine. It's running great. The engine's perfect. It's running, purring like a kitten. Not a single miss in the idle. It's just running great. It's right here. Their soul, it's lit up with love here in March. Lit up. But they're behaving like they're perfectly fine. As soon as that Empress energy comes up, which they're manifesting to come up. So they're doing it to themselves. They're making themselves like the person who turns into the Hulk has to get mad to turn into a Hulk or feel pain or something along those lines. So they're stabbing themselves with a penknife or something to get themselves to turn into the Hulk, and then they won't let it go all the way. So in other words, they're manifesting all this feminine energy, all these feelings, all this daydreaming. I think they daydream a lot. And I think what's happening is it's backfiring on them in the month of March, because March is, as I've told you, is about daydreams. It's about those daydreams telling the universe they're as powerful as manifesting. So now all those daydreams that they usually do are causing them to hulk up on the feminine side, and the feelings are kicking in. And this person, again, there's some other energy that kicks it back down, that has them convinced that they're fine. It could be core programming within them, or it could be, for a lot of you, it's an external energy that has undue influence over this person. Hidden energy. Red with the King of Pentacles, your connection. Yeah, the Ace of Cups, your connection is beautiful. Your connection with this person is incredible. It's absolutely pristine. All right? Good Lord. I got no other way to pray. That's all I'm going to say. It's fine. This cup of love here, right? It's been sealed up and put in the fridge. It's kept nice and fresh. It's as fresh as a daisy. Your connection is beautiful. This person in their soul, it keeps coming up. It keeps coming up. It's all they're feeling it. They're feeling it. They're feeling it. This could result in communication towards you. Okay, this is one of those readings where it's tough energy to explain, but I think I can do it with cartoons and, you know, kind of the way I am. I think you catch my drift, right? I hope so. If not, rewind. I can't simplify it anymore. They just keep shutting it down. But I don't know that it's them that's shutting it down. All right? I just can't pinpoint that. We'll see what happens when we clarify. What's the potential final outcome? Red with 6 of Wands. The Sun. Yeah. Again, that should be a great final outcome. That should be the final outcome is they're happy where they are. That they're perfectly fine to just sit right there. Leave this thing running in the driveway. Leave your connection running in the driveway. Let them feel it. Let them daydream about it. Let them whatever. But every time they try to turn into that Empress HULK, all right, they're gonna shut it down, and it's gonna come back, and they're gonna come back to the person, and the person lives in whatever world they live in. Okay, currently, whatever situation it is. We'll see what happens here. All right, but this is someone who's happy with that. Okay, well, for whatever reason, we'll see if we can find out. I've got a very powerful clarifier deck here with the little animal deck. Randomly at the bottom is the Ace of Cups, which is flowing in this case. Why is the King of Pentacles here? Tell me about this engine that's running real good. Here we go. And how do I get mine to do that? Let's see where we're at here. King of Pentacles. Let's see. It's nice. It's nice. Nice, smooth idol. Good to go. Your connection is pristine with this person. There is love on both sides. There's a desire on both sides to give and receive. It's all there. The love itself is good. Even if you're pissed at this person, even if you're like, well, I'm bitter, Steve. Okay. That's got nothing to do with the 5D. That's got everything to do with the 3D. This is a 5D card. This is a 5D message from a 5D energy. It's got nothing to do with how you are in the 3D. Oh, you're bitter. Okay, well, that sounds like your problem. All right? That's not the universe's problem. The universe is like, hey, the love here is good. If neither, you know, the love is this ball in the middle. This is your connection. You guys plug into it. The universe is like, if they don't want to plug in, I mean, that's fine. They can be bitter all they want. But it's almost a protected connection in a lot of ways. You can't really damage this. Let's see here. Tell me about the King of Pentacles. Tell me about it. It's just idling in the driveway to Hangman. It's perfectly fine. Not a miss, nothing. It's beautiful. I love this connection. I do. If you're bitter, that's your problem. This kind of love, you tap into this, it's life-changing. Whether this person shows up or not, whether they I'm telling you because you're watching, whether they fucking show up or not, if you can tap into this, you can put that bitterness down and tap into this love, it will change your life. People will be attracted. It'll raise your vibration up, Empress level on you'll become the Empress HULK. Everyone will want to hit that shit. Everyone will. Jobs will want to hire you. It's life-changing energy. It really is. I can understand. I'm telling you, tap into this. Daydream about this connection. That's all you got to do. And then when you transform into the HULK, right, your feminine side, emotional HULK, don't stop it. Just go all the way. And HULK smash your way to a new life, man. I'm telling you. What's on top? The Fool. Yeah, it's right there. It's ready to go. It's idling and running. Everything. Cards should just back up my fucking energy read. It's going to say the same thing. The Fool is ready to go. or ready to start a new journey. It just takes a leap of faith on someone's side here, and I think it's the incoming energy. Why is the Fool here? 7 Swords. Yeah. Somebody here is watching this connection, thinking about this connection. I got a fox with one eye open, thinking about it, watching it, and just hiding in the shadows, not quite letting themselves transform into that She-Hulk. He or She-Hulk, doesn't matter. It's feminine energy that's trying to come up, and a massive amount of it. And they keep shutting it down, or something does. Let's see here. 3D, 6 of Wands. Tell me about my modest Hulk here who's afraid to show the green bits. Let's go. Why is the 6 of Wands here? All right. Why? I imagine if you were a woman and you turned into a Hulk, you'd probably have to get some stretchy material. I'm just saying. All right. 6 of Wands. What's going on? I'd stay away from short skirts, that's for sure. All right, here we go. Let's see. Why is the 6 of Wands here? Give me some more info on this. Yeah. The Page of Swords. This person, not unlike Leo's person. You have a lot of similarities with the Leo angle. This person, the environmental energy around them is their world is very small. They're either discouraged from doing things through disappointment or through tradition, which is the same thing in my book. It's the same energy. It's the same. You can't do that because we don't do it. You can't do that because it's not part of our religion. You can't do that because it's this, this, or this, or we're this, this, or this. It's all the same energy as making someone feel small, making their world small. It's called a control energy, and that's all it is. This person's controlled by the environmental energy around them. Now again, it still can be within them, or it can be an external energy. Either way, it's freedom limiting. And it's got them, and it makes them, it tends to have an effect of making you feel small. Right? It's the same way a dictatorship works. Right? The dictator makes you believe that they're your supreme leader. And if they're not backing you, you're screwed. Right? So you don't want to venture out. So you end up, your world ends up being small. It ends up revolving around like some kind of cult. This supreme leader kind of bullshit. All right, that's all. It's the same energy. It's the same frequency of energy. It doesn't matter whether it's big or small. It is the same thing. What's on top? You know, Queen of Pentacles. Again, it's everything I just said. I just described it to you. That little fawn needs the mama deer. There's the energies around this person make them feel like if they leave, they're screwed. Not going to get milk anywhere else. All right. It is what it is. It's just, that card just perfectly backs up what I said. They believe that there's victory in staying because there's comfort, there's security. Who knows? Why is the Queen of Pentacles here? The 5 of Cups. It's all a lie. It actually makes them sad. It makes them miss out. Their world is small, and when your world is small, you miss out on things. Okay, it's the same energy. Again, they reach a point where they regret it, but then they shut it down. The 5 of Cups should make them come towards you. It does, and then it kicks in, and the reverse effect happens. And it makes them stop. Because the further away they move from this security, if you will, which they've been led to believe is everything, right? Then they get sad that they're going to be without it. They get scared. I said in the beginning of this, your person, this energy is prone to packing up, I'm out of here, I'm leaving, and they get to the first stop sign at the corner, get scared, and turn around and come back. I mean, it's brilliant. If they are in a cult, it feels like they're in a cult to me. Now, that same energy of a cult is the same thing as living in a dictatorship. It's the same thing as being bound by tradition and things like that when your soul wants to break out and do something else. It's fine if you're okay with it, but this person obviously isn't, because they keep trying to get out. But there's some kind of core programming here that keeps them stuck. Now, their soul I love. And that's why your connection is so pristine, because they need it. I said they probably daydream about it a lot. They need this. Without the ability to daydream about your connection, they're screwed. Imagine you probably are watching me, you live in a free country, right? You live in America or England, or those are my top 2. But a lot of you probably live in a country that's not like, say, North Korea or something like that, right? Well, imagine you were in North Korea. Imagine you as you, right? Being able to do what you want. You could take off, you could go here, you could go there, go there. Imagine you were there and you had to live in that. And and you were still you. But imagine that you could dream about where you came from, where you were, right, in America or in the UK or whatever. You would want that. That dream would be very important to you. You wouldn't want to lose that. Imagine you lost that, right? And then there'd be nothing, right? So again, that's kind of your person here. I'm not saying they're in North Korea. I'm just giving you an example. But it's the same frequency of energy. It's no different, okay? Same frequency of energy plays out differently in different situations. I give you the example all the time of someone stealing 20 bucks from your top drawer. A friend steals a 20 from you, from your wallet. It's the same frequency of energy to make somebody rob a bank. It's no different. One is very extreme and one is very mild, but it's no different. It's the same damn frequency. So that's what's going on here. Now in the soul, so they dream about you. You are, the connection is pristine here. Running great. Universe backing us up on that all the way. Because they dream about it so much. They keep it lit, and they're keeping it lit on fire in March as well. But the problem is now daydreams in March have a way of manifesting, and it's backfiring on them. All of a sudden they're like, whoa, usually I just daydream and I'm fine. Now I'm transforming, my arms are getting bigger, I'm turning green, what the hell's going on, right? You know, so now there's a little bit more energy around those daydreams here in March, and that's what's happening. Tell me about the Knight of Cups. Why is the Knight of Cups here? Why is the Knight of Cups here? Four of Pentacles, holding back. The environmental energy around this is they hold it back. It's about the dreaming. A classic example of daydreaming about something you can't have, something you long for, is right here, the Knight of Cups crossed by the Four of Pentacles. It doesn't have to be holding back out of fear. It's just a holding back energy. They probably do have fear. This cult dictator energy that's around your person, they always rule with fear. Duh. That's how you have control. You know, that's how religions get control. Fear. That's what they do. It's what it is. You know, you do this or you go to hell. You know, that's it. That's a fear tactic. It's no, you know, it is. It's no different than sending your kid to their room. If you don't do your homework, you're gonna go to your room, and you're not gonna no TV. Right? It's a fear tactic. They're afraid they're not going to get TV. Oh my God, I'm not going to be able to watch TV. Right? This person here does a lot of daydreaming here, but that daydreaming is now coming true. It's freaking them out. And then they freak out and it falls down. That's just kind of a freak out that happens. What's on top? Queen of Cups. Look, I don't know what else. That's the most love I can pull on top of a lot of love. On top of a card that was already great, the Knight of Cups, I just pulled the Queen of Cups. All right, they're holding back all this love. All of it. It's a Hulk full of love. Why is the Queen of Cups here? Page of Wands. Again, my little explorer page. They'd love to explore it. They would love to speak this and communicate. And the problem is, they get a little bit. They get a little bit transformed into the Hulk, who would speak up, and the emotional Hulk. But they stop it. They only get as far as a page because they can't. There's something here about they can't. They hold it back. Or they've been led to believe that they can't. One or the other. All right? It's tough energy to explain. I've given you a lot of analogies. All right? But it is what it is. It can be very simple or it can be very major. Maybe this person is trapped in a cultural type thing. That can be very limiting if they have a soul that wants something else. That can be very painful. All right? Because there's rules and shit you can't do and all that kind of stuff. Or it could just be as simple as this person's very insecure and they're very, you know, very afraid. They've never been out on their own. They've never felt this way before, and it's scary. Okay, it could just be that. But I got to give you the full spectrum here. I want you to understand the person and why they're like this. It is a little bit of Stockholm Syndrome, right? They've grown comfortable with their captor, even if that captor is themselves. Why is the Ace of Cups here? Why? I'll tell you, I know if I was stuck in some place like a North Korea or something, I'd be daydreaming about days that I used to have and things that would make me happy. That'd be the only thing that would keep me happy and satisfied, right? So at the end of the day, you know, at the end of the day, that's what they're doing. Not quite on that level, but that's what they're doing. Ace of Cups, universe, tell me about this. Why is it here? Eight of Wands. the connection is idling in the driveway, waiting for the driver to get in. You're sitting in the passenger seat. The universe is saying the driver might just get in. They might. The energy around them, the environmental energy, is calling them in. In other words, their daydreams are backfiring, and now they're manifesting their own emotions, their own ability to share their emotions. They might. And I saw that here with this page. They might. They might come at you half transformed into a Hulk, right? You might get a white Hulk, right? It's not green yet, right? It's a white or a black Hulk, either way. It's not green yet, right? There's still a person, but you're like, gosh, they're bigger and weirder. What is that, right? It's like that. The universe is saying that. It is, the driver is technically coming toward the car. What's on top? Six of Pentacles. Yeah. It's about giving to something. It's about giving to the love. But their dreams are feeding this. They're making this grow, which is overfilling the cup and causing it to leak, which is kind of what the universe is saying here with the forward-moving Eight of Wands, too. Why is the Six of Pentacles here? That's why. What did I just say? Why am I your second favorite energy reader? I have no fucking idea. That's the Empress. And it's right there. Again, they shut it down. They run as soon as they try to. Well, I'll show you two things. One, this is red with the Seven of Swords. As soon as they try to transform into the Empress Hulk, they run away from it. They shut it down. Fine. But their own giving to this is what's creating this Empress Hulk in the first place. So they may not figure it out. And they might show up just purely because they haven't figured out that it's them that's causing this. That they're daydreaming that they would normally do anyway to get through a day in their oppressed life. They're daydreaming about you is manifesting them coming toward you. It's manifesting the forward-moving energy, which is overfilling the cup and causing it to leak. So they're doing it to themselves. So again, they're very attracted to this connection. And I don't think they'll put it together. I don't think anybody who hasn't heard me tell them will put it together. That daydreaming in March, be careful what you daydream. It will come true. It has a very strong chance of it. The universe is like, it's like opened up. All of a sudden, that's all you need to do to manifest. For 1 month only. Actually, it's about a 6 or 7 week period. Only. All you need to do to manifest is daydream. That's it. That's why I say walk around all day in a daydream. Pretend you're talking to your perfect partner and they're with you. Who cares if people on the street think you're crazy? What do you care? If you're in Empress energy, you don't care what other people think. I never do. I don't care. Whatever. Sometimes I forget my phone on my walks and I just look like some guy who's walking around talking to himself. Sometimes I even get cheeky with it. Now, I got schizophrenia, right? And they don't know any better. They get afraid and they go away. That's fine, good. Schizophrenics are usually harmless, but they don't know any better. The sun, why is it here? Why is it here? We got schizophrenics all over Santa Monica. We call it the homeless population, the mentally ill all over the damn streets. Some of them are just genuinely homeless and some of them are schizophrenic. And they yell and scream at themselves all day. They yell and scream in the air, oh my God, oh my God. And they'll yell at people walking by. People get scared. There's no reason to be scared. They're fine. You're all right. The crazy ones will whip the knife out, then you got to worry. I'm still shuffling. I'm just teaching you about schizophrenics, that's all. Why's the sun here? But go ahead, be one. Walk down the street, talk to your imaginary friend that's with you, you'll manifest it. That's what this person's doing. Their regular day-to-day daydreams about you are actually manifesting you. I told you it was an interesting reading. It's interesting for me anyway. The sun, why is it here? The Hermit. Yeah. I firmly believe at the end of the day here, this person knows exactly what they want to do. These feelings, the reason that they might reach out, is because they keep daydreaming and they keep daydreaming and it grows all powerful, shall we say. Okay, the Hermit, the soul here is very strong. The soul wants to reach out to you. It wants to be happy. It's not happy here, which is forcing them to daydream more. So it's just feeding the positive energy like crazy here. And that's why this Empress came out again. What's on top? The sun on top of the sun. You see, I told you. Come on, I'm not making this shit up. It's the sun on top of the sun. I mean, everything I just described to you just came out, and I did not know that card was there. It is. It's just they keep daydreaming about you, and daydreaming about you, which normally is just a daydream, and it's fine, but now it's manifesting, and it's bringing up their feminine energy. They keep turning into this Hulk, and then they shut it down, and all the while they keep telling themselves that they're happy with what they've got, because they have to be, but that's not, so they go back to daydreaming, so they can believe that lie, and it goes around and round and round. It's a feedback loop. Eventually the Hulk's going to break through. Eventually this bullshit can't last here. I mean, that's why some of them come in. Others of them, it's just a feedback loop that repeats over and over again like a skipping record, right? Why's the second sun here? Is there a third sun you can give me? Because of the Knight of Pentacles. It is. It's a feedback loop. It goes round and round and round and round. This is a reliable energy. Slow and steady wins the race. Slowly but surely, though, as it comes around, this is read with the Five of Cups, my sad horse. Five of Cups should be, it usually is, one of the cards that ends the separation phase in this soulmate cycle. Slowly but surely, they will figure this out. That the more they lie to themselves that they're happy where they're at, the more they daydream about you. The more they daydream about you, they seem to then want to do something. They seem to transform into some weird emotional creature that wants to break out of this, and then they lie back. Again, they'll figure it out. They'll figure out the feedback loop eventually, but it's going to be a spell. Okay, for most of them, it is. It takes a while for the Knight of Pentacles to arrive. All right, that's your reading. I'm going to pull 3 cards, 3 cards from the universe. Randomly at the bottom is 8 wands here. I'm going to pull 3 cards from the universe from the Light Seer deck, our original deck that we started with. And let's see where we go. What else do you want to tell Gemini before we go? It's a complex reading. It's not a reading that a lot of people will understand. Some won't, some will. Hey, it is what it is. You want a real reading? You come here for the real deal. I'm giving you a real reading. That's what's going on. And I've been telling you about daydreaming in March for a while now. You're the first reading it showed up in. And you're my 3rd reading in on this fly through of the zodiac. All right, 3 cards for you from the bottom. Is my deck upside down? My deck is not upside down. 5 wands reversed, 10 pentacles reversed, Page of Swords reversed, a Hermit, and a 9 of Pentacles crossing the 10 of Pentacles reversed. Your person will eventually figure it out. They'll eventually figure out why they keep transforming into this Empress HULK, and then they shut it down, and then they transform. It's really annoying. If this was a TV show, you'd be throwing stuff at the screen. Like, why haven't they figured this out yet? It's like those people in horror movies. You yell at the screen. You're like, why are you going into the dark building by yourself? Have you not seen any horror movies? Okay, you just yell at the screen at them. It's like this. I would yell at this person. They can't, for a while here, they're not going to figure it out. But they will. They'll figure out that, oh, wait a second. The connection, these feelings make me happy. Oh, I'm lying to myself. As soon as they acknowledge the lie, I think that's when the Hulk finishes transforming. And I think at that point they might do something. Now, I can't say they come toward you at that point, but they will go towards something that's love-based. I don't know. A good number of these runners in this particular angle of Gemini are very, very brainwashed in a way on their side for some reason. It's pretty strong core programming. But the universe seems convinced at the very least that they'll figure it out and break free, 9 of Pentacles, of the feedback loop that we talked about here with the double suns on top of one another. Saying the same thing it said here. That's it. That's all the universe has to tell you here for March. On this particular angle, anyway. Pay attention to the readings. There's some big readings this month. We'll see where we go. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. If you don't understand this reading, watch it again. All right? And don't fast forward. Don't put it on 2x or 3x. This is interesting energy. All right? It's something you should know about this person, so you know, at the very least, if they show up, what you're getting into. All right? That's your reading. Good luck, Gemini.